Striking the bag with crane beak and wrist develops power, gives you the feeling for penetration, as well as toughening the skin and bones. The purpose is to condition your hands not to injure them, so practice with moderation. Dynamic tension is controlled by placing the hand in this modified tiger claw position. Hung Gar is primarily characterized by dynamic tension techniques at the opening of forms. Antagonistic muscles create resistance while executing a concentrated flow of strength. Through this balance of muscular tension and relaxation, you develop both power and flexibility. Use mental concentration and coordinate your breathing with every movement. Basic stances are the foundation upon which all your Kung Fu skills will be built. So important are stances, they are the first thing a master looks at when judging a student. Stances have two aims: stability for generating powerful hand and foot techniques, and mobility for quick attacking and retreating. This is the horse stance. It resembles a rider straddling a horse. The horse stance develops power in the legs and develops stability. In this stance, your body weight is equally distributed between both legs. All Kung Fu stances are derived from this basic position. To measure out the stance, 1. Pivot on the balls of your feet so that your heels are pointing out. 2. Pivot on your heels so that your toes point out in a 45-degree angle. 3. Pivot on the balls of your feet so that your heels point out, then shift your feet a half step so that your feet are parallel. Toes curled into the ground, pointing straight ahead. Squat down, keeping your knees out. This is the bow and arrow or leaning stance. 70% of your weight rests on the front foot, with 30% on the rear. The back is erect. Your front knee is held over your toes, the rear leg is straight. The hips face forward and the front toe is slightly turned in. This is the cat or rear stance. 85% of your weight is on your rear leg and 15% rests lightly on your front toe, heel off the ground. Tuck your hips and keep your back straight. Bringing your front foot directly back, your heels should touch. The distance of your feet from each other is 2.5 steps. This is the twisted horse or female stance. 70% of your weight is on your front foot, which is flat on the ground. 30% of your weight is on the ball of your rear foot. The heel is off the ground. One way to get into the twisted stance is by twisting your body 360 degrees. Another way to step into the twisted stance is by crossing the front leg in front of the rear leg with a sliding step. Then squat down. The rear left knee is close or touching the crook of the front knee. When twisting around, notice that the horse stance is a transitional position. Do not actually pause. Watch the twisting of the body. Pivot on the balls of your feet. The final stance is the crane stance. Your knee is pulled up high, your toe is pointed, and the supporting leg is bent slightly for increased balance. Kung Fu originally meant the time and effort spent in achievement. After mastering the basics, your success in learning the form will come by practicing it, 5 moves at a time, and section by section. Stand at attention, eyes straight ahead. The salutation at the opening and close of each form is a sign of respect to the ancestors of the style, your master and the audience. The open hand symbolizes the scholar, the clenched fist, the warrior. Bringing them together means the union of mind and body. Clench your hands into fists and draw them up to the sides of your chest. Execute a right circular block, then a left palm block. Then step into a right twisted horse. followed by a left cat stance. Step back into the right twisted horse and once again back to the opening stance. From the opening hand position, Master Chou Chi Lin will once again perform the salutation at normal speed. Notice the double back fist strikes before returning to the opening position. Execute a right low palm block, an outside forearm block, an inside circle block, a cross palm block, and a tiger claw grab. Follow with 3 consecutive dynamic tension thrusts. A rising elbow strike, an outside chopping block. A straight finger thrust. Keep your fingers together and flick your hand from left to right 3 times. Execute a right knife hand chop. A counterclockwise tiger claw block. A right punch. Right cross elbow strike. A right back fist strike. Then return the fist to ready position. Here we see the same movements repeated at regular speed. Notice that each technique is performed using dynamic tension. Now you must continue to perform the exact same techniques on the opposite side of your body. From the first punch, you execute 3 alternating punches, right cross elbow strike, and back to ready position. Here we see a side view of the same slight variation in the ending movements. Open into a horse stance by pivoting 3.5 times. Execute double uppercuts, followed by double side elbows, double low palm blocks, a right clockwise circle block, left counterclockwise circle block, 3 double dynamic tension thrusts. Here we see a side view of the 3 double dynamic tension thrusts. Double rising elbow strikes, double chopping blocks, double finger thrusts, double tiger claws, double clawing left side blocks, double tiger claws, double clawing right side blocks, double tiger claws and thrust. These last 3 movements are considered one technique. High crossing block, double knife hand chops, crane wing block, double inside circle blocks, double finger thrusts, double chopping blocks, right tiger claw inside circle block, left tiger claw inside circle block, right and left tiger claw inside circle blocks, grab and thrust from a leaning stance. Observe carefully the timing of each move as it's repeated at normal speed. Right low block, left inside circle block, right inside circle block, left inside circle block, right inside circle block and grab, left tiger claw thrust, double arm block, left high block, right hand knife thrust. Here we see the stances utilized in the above movements. Left outside circle block, right outside circle block, left outside circle block, right outside circle block, left outside circle block. Withdraw your fists and jump to ready position. Left twisted horse, right front kick, horse to right leaning stance, left low palm block circle, then execute 3 dynamic tension thrusts. Left rising elbow, left low palm block, left finger thrust, left tiger claw grab, right tiger claw grab while in horse stance, grab and shift to right leaning stance with left low palm block. Grab and shift to horse stance, right low palm block, right high block, right knife hand chop, withdrawing block, right high palm block, right twisted horse, right hammer fist to beginning stance. Watch how movements coordinate with the changing stances in this normal speed replay. Continue repeating each of the above movements in the same sequence from the opposite side. Left twisted horse, right front kick, jump into right leaning double low palm block, double finger thrust in left leaning stance, double cross block, right cat stance with raised double leopard paws, right leaning with double leopard thrusts, left side horse with left outside block, left leaning with reverse punch, right side horse with right circular chop, right leaning with right high block and left knife thrust, right cat stance with double tiger claw grabs, right leaning with double back fist strikes, left forearm block, slide step with right uppercut, slide step with left uppercut, slide step with right uppercut, slide step and left reverse punch, left side horse with left outside block, left leaning with right reverse punch, right side horse with right circular chop,